From the elegant simplicity of straight spirits on the rocks to complex and fruity concoctions with little umbrellas, we serve all kinds of drinks. Cocktails can be served chilled or warm, shaken or stirred. Everyone has their own preferences. We encourage customers to consult with our staff to create the perfect cocktail to accompany their evening.
Almost there, Light. You have one more restaurant left to visit.
He's only the most famous and influential
100%
food
natural
expert ever.
wildlands
Everyone
produce.
anyone knows who he is.
Come enjoy the healthy fruits of the earth! Even kids who hate greens love my veggie dishes. Vitamins in vegetables are determined by their color. You want a wide variety for a well-balanced diet.
Well, you visited all the best restaurants. What do you say, Light? Do you feel like you've learned all there is to know?
Listening to scraps of advice from chefs won't make me an expert. Besides, most of what they told me was common sense, and they didn't tell me anything I hadn't heard before.
Maybe you should go back and talk to a real expert. Go to the Banquet of the Lord and see what Gordon Gourmet has to say.
Here at the Banquet of the Lord, we are... Well, how goes the culinary tour?
I did what you suggested. I visited the top restaurants in the neighborhood.
That is excellent news. So now let me give you the advice I promised. If XIII's restaurant wants to turn its business around... wait, let me ask you something first. You've eaten at XIII's and at the best establishments in Yusnan. Why don't you tell me what you think is the main difference between the two? I'd be interested to hear your opinion, in your own words, of course.
Why? Is this some kind of test?
Yes, exactly. Now tell me, what did all the successful restaurants have in common that poor old XIII's lacks?
Let me see. Everyone I spoke to was helpful. They seemed honest and open. I don't think they were lying to me, but something seemed off.
Oh, would you care to elaborate?
Well, it almost felt like they were hiding something from the customers. But it wasn't as if they were deliberately lying or trying to deceive anyone. In fact, I don't think they realized it themselves. They thought they were telling me everything they knew. Yes, that's it. It was unconscious, like an instinct. They were hiding something, but they weren't doing it deliberately at all. I'd say the very best chefs, restaurant managers, and bartenders all share some kind of secret. It's like a special ingredient that makes their food stand out from the others.
What a wonderful deduction. You have hit the nail on the head. To think you discovered this answer only after visiting a few establishments. It is as you say, the best, most successful restaurants have a certain je ne sais quoi, a secret something that makes their offerings unique. And finding that something, that is what I do best. In other words, if the restaurant does not already have a special something, then I simply cannot help it.
Then what about XIII's? Do you think you can help him?
I can tell you this, the chef there already knows his secret. The talent is there to make that restaurant a success. Unfortunately for him, the secret spice that gives his dishes flair is extremely rare. He cannot secure supplies, and that is why he struggles. Let me be specific. Once upon a time, XIII's recipes all featured the spice commonly known as civet musk. But then supplies dried up and the restaurant fell into a long decline.
You seem to know a lot about XIII's.
Well, a long time ago, let's just say we have a close history and leave it at that.
Fine by me. All I need to know is that if I can find this spice, the restaurant should start bringing in customers.
Yes, exactly. The problem is the spice is not easy to find. In fact, the only way to acquire it would be to defeat certain monsters. Such a shame. All for want of a single spice, his restaurant is failing. He has the recipe for success, he just needs the final ingredient. Ha! I'd recognize that fragrance anywhere. You found civet musk. Thank you indeed. It's very kind what you're doing. Cedes is lucky to have you on its side.
Why are you thanking me? If anyone should be grateful, it's me, and the owner of Cedes, for all of your helpful advice.
Oh, quite so. When you put it that way, of course you're right. I just get caught up in a project and start thinking it's my own restaurant I'm saving. But back to business. Here, I developed this new and original recipe. I want you to take it back to Cedes together with the civet musk you acquired. The owner will be waiting anxiously for you.
So, you still don't want to meet him yourself?
I'm afraid that won't happen. Not ever again. However, that doesn't stop me from wishing him and Cedes the very best. Please tell him that whatever happens, I'll be praying for his success.
Lightning, are you thinking what I'm thinking? Do you remember what the owner of Cedes told us when we met?
You mean the story about his son that ran away from home when the restaurant started? Great. Mine's hope. We've both been thinking that maybe this son of his went on to become a famous food expert.
And that's why Gordon won't meet Cedes' owner. But he still clearly wants to help out. Let's take the civet musk and recipe to Cedes.
How would you like some healthy vegetarian?
Gordon Gourmet created a new recipe for you. You should make it with this civet musk. Do that and you'll be able to save your restaurant. At least, that's what he said.
Why, thank you! This is wonderful! How can I ever repay you? This is incredible! Everything is here in black and white! A groundbreaking dish! I'd never have thought to do half the things in this recipe. The genius of Gordon Gourmet oozes from every word.
Notice anything else?
About the recipe? No, not particularly. It's well organized, written in a clear hand. Wait. This handwriting, it looks strangely familiar. Yes, I've seen it before. These swirls, these bold loops. Could it be?
I think so. It turns out Gordon Gourmet has a secret identity. He's your long-lost son.
He is? And you're sure it was him who created this wonderful recipe? But more importantly, he's in this town. Is he happy?
You have nothing to worry about. He's doing great. Except, I'm really sorry, but I don't think he wants to see you again. I can't tell you where he is.
But why? Yes, we quarreled when he left, but that was a long time ago. Is he still angry at me?
Do you have a message for him? I can make sure he gets it.
Well, how about this? I'm gonna make his dish just like the recipe lays out. Would you be so good as to deliver it to him? At the very least, I want him to try it. Truth be told, what I really want to tell him is to come back to Cedes and work with me. Perhaps if he knew that I still haven't lost my touch. Would that be enough to entice him back? I don't know.
I don't think words alone will do it, but if he tries your dish and likes it, that might be enough for him.
And there it is, finished at last. Here, please, I want you to be the first to taste it.
All right. I'm feeling hungry anyway. Wow, this might be the most delicious thing I've ever had in my entire life. Really, it's incredible.
Why, thank you. Although all the credit must go to my son, it was his doing. Here, I've made enough for one more. I've asked you for many favors, but would you do this last thing for me?
Sure. I'll take it to Gordon Gourmet.
Nothing but the best food, the best drinks, and the best service.
Welcome, everyone, to the banquet of...
I wish I could disappear too.
Oh, do I smell what I think I smell? I do, don't I? That must be my recipe.
Yes, the owner at XIII's insisted that I bring you a portion so you could taste it for yourself.
I see. Well, then... Oh, yes, a perfect balance of fuzzy mutton and civet musk. The palate sings. It's a microcosm of culinary delight, a theme park of olfactory and gustatory attractions. And if you think that's hyperbole, I've only just begun. This is even better than I imagined. I always knew he was a skilled chef, but this...
So, why don't you go back there and help him out again in the kitchen?
Go back? What do you mean? I've never... Oh, all right. Oh, the cat's out of the bag. You've somehow figured it out. What my true identity is. Yes, I admit it. I am indeed the son of the owner of XIII's restaurant. It was a long time ago, but one day we quarreled, and I left the shop vowing never to return. We fought over cooking, you see. But even after I left, I vowed that one day I would rebuild the restaurant. That's what started me on my journey to becoming Gordon Gourmet. Since then, I devoted every waking hour to learning about the culinary arts. After many years of study, I finally had an epiphany. I realized what XIII's restaurant needed to regain its former glory.
You had a falling out because of the menu? But when your father saw your recipe, he was thrilled. All he could talk about was how he dreamed of you coming back, so the two of you could run the restaurant together, just like old times.
So he recognizes my ability. Oh, but it's too late. I can't go back now. The fact is, I abandoned him in the restaurant when times were tough. I'm ashamed of what I did. I can't face him again.
You mustn't feel that way, my son.
Father, how did you find me?
My apologies to the young lady, but I wanted to see you. I followed her after she left the shop. What do you say? Let's start over. You set out on your own, did things your own way, stayed true to yourself, working hard to achieve your dreams. And now look what you can do. The recipe that you created was amazing. I've never seen the likes of it before. What can I say except that I am proud of you?
But Father, I left you.
Not in my wildest dreams could I have conceived of such a dish. Indeed, if you had given it to me back then, I doubt I would have recognized its greatness. But worse, I wouldn't have believed you could be capable of such a thing. I always underestimated you, my son. For that, you have my sincere apologies.
It's all right. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for abandoning you and the restaurant when you were struggling to keep it going.
Looks like you two have made up.
Yes. Now let's get to it, shall we? Together. We'll make XIII's a success again!
That went well. A microcosm of culinary delight, did he say? That sounds rather tasty to me. Was it as good as he said?
Want me to pick you up some takeout?
You know what I'd prefer over that? If sometime you made me one of your specialty dishes.
I haven't spent much time in kitchens, but if you want something off a campfire grill, maybe I could rustle something up. I was never as good a cook as Sarah, but I have been told that I grill a pretty mean behemoth steak.
Welcome back, Light. Now step forward and offer your Aradia so we can give time back to the world. Pray.
As the world dies around me, I offer this blessing. Is this fruit from the light?
With the power of Aradia, you have successfully extended the world's life. Come here and I'll explain. This is Yggdrasil, the Tree of Life. It's a holy tree, and its life force is entwined with that of the world. Aradia gives Yggdrasil the power to grow. As the tree grows stronger, so too does the world. With enough Aradia, you can extend its life and push back the Day of Destruction. Up to 13 days, after which God awakens.
So the more Aradia I can collect, the bigger that tree will grow. And the bigger the tree, the longer the world has before Doomsday.
There are certain areas within Nova Chrysalia that I want you to focus on. 5 locations where I'm picking up anomalous chaos readings.
And I'm guessing one of those locations is right where Snow is.
Yes, exactly. The palace in the city of Yusnan. There is another spot, in the heart of Luxarian, the holy city. One more in the scorching sands of the Dead Dunes. And finally, I've measured large chaos fluctuations at 2 locations in the Wildlands.
4 regions, 5 locations.
To be more precise, the goals are people, not places. For example, the chaos activity in and around Snow's palace is linked to him, and the darkness in his heart. It's the same kind of chaos that I'm picking up in the other 4 locations.
And you want me to find these 5 people?
They're your priority, yes. Those people have massive burdens on them. The fate of many rests on their shoulders, and that makes your task all the harder. Helping them will not be easy, even for God's handpicked savior. But I can help you. There's a hard truth we must face. There are thousands of people down in the world waiting to be saved, but you cannot help all of them. It's not possible.
I've only got a handful of days. There just isn't enough time, right?
This will sound cold, but you need to be efficient. Saving people who are suffering under the heaviest burdens will give you more Aradia, which is good for us. But the greater the burden, the more you might have to do before that soul can be saved. Sometimes, solving someone's problem might just take too long.
You're saying I shouldn't waste time on helping the hard cases. I've got to pick and choose who gets saved.
Of course it would be best if you could save everyone, but you can't. It's a numbers game, Light. The more souls you save, the more Aradia you can gather and offer to the tree. The time spent helping one person might be better spent saving the souls of 10 others.
Efficiency by volume, is that it? A numbers game, like you say. Control costs and maximize profits. What is it that they say? Time is money.
In this world, all the clocks count to 12, but that wasn't always the case. Back in the old days, all clocks went to 13. Somehow, when the chaos first flooded into the world, we lost that 13th hour. It was one of the great mysteries. No one could figure it out. But happen, it did. And the results were dramatic. Space-time has been damaged, where once each day lasted 26 hours, now only lasts 24. 2 hours of every day gone just like that. The lost time. Do you see that light? It's a crystal of atonement. Go ahead and touch it.
Where am I? What is this?
Hey, Savior! What's going on?
You again?
Right. Can you hear me? Are you alright? Where are you?
What's the problem? Equipment trouble?
I'm out. I'm getting crazy readings. The coordinates make no sense. I can't pinpoint your position.
Hope, are you there?
No. Hope can't hear you or see you. You're invisible. Do you know why? Because we're inside you. Spooky, huh?
You mean inside my mind?
Yeah, it's a safe place that God can't see. You could almost say it's like, oh, I don't know, an unseen realm.
All right, if you say so. But that begs the question, what the hell are you doing in here?
I have a name. It's Lumina, and I know a lot about you. You need my advice, and in here we can talk about anything we want, safe from prying eyes.
Prying eyes? You mean Hope?
Yep, he might not realize it, but everything he learns gets passed straight on to God.
What of it? I don't have any secrets to hide.
Oh, right. You're the loyal servant, aren't you? You wouldn't dream of betraying him. And don't worry, okay? Even if I know otherwise, well, my lips are sealed.
I have no reason to betray him.
Right. That's very convincing. Keep those feelings hidden and play the loyal little servant. You want to be as cold as the steel in your sword. You do that, and then no one can guess what's inside. It's true, God can't see into human hearts. But he can read your face and tone, just like anyone else, and make his own guesses.
Like I said, I don't have anything to hide. He's promised to bring Sarah back. I'm not gonna do anything that might cause him to change his mind. Why should I?
Are you still in there, Lightning? Why are you afraid?
Huh?
Come on, think about it. We're inside your mind, don't you get it? If you can't be true to yourself here, where can you? I know you haven't changed, 'cause you can't.
What the hell are you?
We're just particles of dust brushed from the palm of a god. That's all we ever were. Right, sis?
No, wait! That was Sarah.
Finally! I've got a connection again. Light, what just happened?
I was talking to Lumina.
Lumina? That girl? What does she want? And where is she now?
You didn't hear any of that?
No, my sensors didn't pick up a thing. Are you sure she was there? Maybe it was just a dream.
A dream? Maybe that's what it was.
Right. Teleport complete. In order to infiltrate the children of Etra's rights, we need to figure out their code, the 4 numbers.
Right, and if we don't figure it out by tonight, another girl will be sacrificed. I don't want that on my conscience.
You have to hurry, and stay alert for the Shadow Hunter.
For allowing us to see another dawn.
All right, Hope. Looks like that may be one down.
Great. The first of the 4 numbers we need. You're not done yet, though. Keep looking. We need 3 more to assemble the complete code. Strange. I thought I spotted someone following you, but my sensors show nothing.
Could be our friend, the Shadow Hunter. Maybe he wanted to drop by and say hello.
What a nice morning.
This is for the future. That girl. I wonder if she's all right. No one seems to be taking notice. Hey, are you okay? Are you hurt?
If only that were my problem, I would gladly take that over this.
Tell me what's wrong.
My father's fallen ill. It's bad. He might not make it. I came to the city looking for a remedy I'd heard about. It's sold out everywhere.
You checked all the merchants?
Well, I found one shop that could make what I needed, but only if I brought them the ingredients. If only it were that simple. But I don't have a guild to my name. I can't get my hands on them. Are you willing to help me? Can you find what I need to save him? Really? You're going to help me save my father?
That shop you mentioned, is it in the area?
Yes, the Chocobo Emporium. It's well known in the commercial district.
We have 2 of the numbers. Halfway there.
I've got to collect them by tonight and get into that ceremony. If I don't, another soul will be lost forever.
Let God watch over all of us.
Oh, I'm gonna be late.
Did you hear? Strange glowing numbers have appeared on the wall, next to the phone booth in the South Station. Or so they say.
No, I didn't.
Well, now you know. South Station, the phone booth. Go see for yourself, if you're interested, that is.
Hey, this is a restricted area. A giant creature came out of the chaos and it's causing a panic.
And no one's doing anything?
13 brave bounty hunters volunteered to take the beast down, to keep the peace. 13! That should have been enough, right? Guess how many still live? Just one. The others all died.
And that lone survivor was...
Yes, me. God. Such horrors I'd hoped to never have to see in my lifetime. The city's lost now. No one can face that monster and live. And with the chaos creating more of them...
Sounds dangerous. Good thing I have a few minutes to spare.
Were you listening to me? It killed 12 brave warriors. You're just one person, and a woman no less. But if you really want to fight it, I won't stop you.
city.
Morning!
You can even catch a train. Such a nice day.
That's 3 numbers. One more number, and we've got ourselves a code.
Hurry, Light. You just need to find one more number before the rites begin.
Huh.
What is it?
I don't know. Felt like someone was watching me. Someone I know.
The Wildlands. Passengers for the Dead Dudes and Luxuriant South Station, please board now. Thank you.
So this is the last surviving wilderness.
It's the world as it once was. Nature's last stand. Wild beasts still live and die here as they always have. It's raw in nature, red in tooth and claw, and the chaos here is just as dangerous. The people who live out here are not like the city dwellers. They're different. They don't follow the teachings of the Order. And they don't want to rely on handouts either, so they strive to live off the land.
A refuge for those who refuse to be tamed. Is that it?
Light!
The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead, whence the chaos flows. Here you will meet the servant of fate, adorned with feathers of white. The Angel of Valhalla.
Light? What just happened?
I heard a voice. It said that I've been led here, and I'm supposed to meet someone. The Angel of Valhalla.
What kind of voice? I didn't pick anything up on this end.
A young girl, but I don't think she's close. It was more like she was speaking from the chaos itself.
I just ran a search on this angel person, but it came up blank. Maybe you should ask the locals.
Yeah? What do you want?
I have a question for you. Have you ever heard of someone called the Angel of Valhalla?
You must be new to these parts. There's not a man or woman here that doesn't know the Angel.
The Angel of Valhalla isn't a person. It's a legendary chocobo, covered in feathers as white as the clouds. It's the sacred bird that only appears at the end of the world.
So it's a local legend, then?
Yeah, a legend. At least that's what it used to be. But in recent times, many folk have seen the bird with their own 2 eyes. A lot of us are thinking maybe that story is true.
Maybe it is, but Dr. Ghazal has been after it for years, and he still doesn't have proof that the beast is the one from legend.
Dr. Ghazal? Who would that be?
The famous veterinarian, of course. A prickly character with the temper of a behemoth, but he loves his chocobos. When it comes to the Angel, he's the leading expert in all of the Wildlands.
The doctor lives up the road a bit, in the village of Canopus Farms. If you catch him in a good mood, he'll help you out. Maybe.
A white chocobo at the end of the world.
There's nothing about this in any of the official scriptures of the Order. It's a local story, a superstition.
Even if it is, someone spoke to me. The voice was real, and it mentioned the Angel of Valhalla. I want to know who it was.
If you think that's what you need to do, then go ahead. You have a lead, at least.
Right, a bad-tempered chocobo vet by the name of Dr. Ghazal. They said I could find him in Canopus Farms.
You aren't from around here, are you? I suppose you've come to seek the wisdom of our famous Dr. Ghazal.
I wanted to ask him about the Angel of Valhalla.
I knew it. Well, first things first. You have heard of our chocobo legend, right?
You mean the one about a sacred white chocobo that appears at the end of the world?
That's the one. Some of us call that chocobo the Angel of Salvation. Oh, how we've been praying for him to appear. The angel is a harbinger, a signal that it's over at last.
That's something to pray for?
Oh, yes. For the people who live out here, death is a kind of salvation. An outsider like you must find it difficult to understand. 5 centuries ago, all hell broke loose and a new god took over. We became immortal, against all natural laws. See, the people out here don't like that. Even gods shouldn't be allowed to change the natural order of things. Living off the land, growing our own food, surviving by our own wits, and dying when our time is up. That's what we want.
And that's why the white chocobo is a good thing. It means this unnatural life is going to be over at last.
Right. But you're welcome to believe different. We don't push our creed on anyone. At the same time, as long as you're going to be visiting us here for a while, it's right that you know our ways.
For the people of the Wildlands, the white chocobo is a sign. A herald of a special kind of salvation. Many in these lands worship Etro, the goddess of death. They pray to eventually return to her side, which in their creed is the same as ceasing to exist. A great city was once built here. For a while, it was the center of all human culture. It appears the ruins here are all that remain of that time.
So was that our golden age? Well, judging by the state of them, it ended a long time ago.
The chaos that's destroying the world emerged right here in the wildlands. The initial flood of chaos devastated this entire area.
So this is where it began. The beginning of the end. It's the white chocobo. I found it.
He's injured. You have to help him.
I don't plan on losing. Our tears fall into the chaos. Look at this. Why didn't he just run away? He's torn up pretty bad.
Perhaps he had to fight to protect something.
It's all right, little one. I'll help you. You're bleeding heavily. We have to stop it.
It's the white chocobo. What happened here?
He needs medical attention, and fast.
Right. I'll get the doctor. Yeah! Yep! Oh!
It's even worse than I feared. Hey, help me get him to Canopus Farms, now!
Yes,
I won't let him die. Of that you have the word of Dr. Gizal. Stop loafing around! Quickly!
Hey, Hope. Do you really think that was a chocobo?
Why do you ask? It might be a subspecies, but it certainly looked like a chocobo to me.
Right, to me too. But the thing is, when I first saw it, I felt this weird familiarity.
You felt familiar with a chocobo? Maybe you just need a friend, Light.
Hey, I know what I felt. I'll follow the doc back to Canopus Farms.
Everything is fresh off the farms.
Delicious.
Do you have any potions with you? They're mighty useful when
You're gonna be straight.
Hi. Come back again soon.
Do you need anything?
I'm sorry. Dr. Ghazal's in surgery right now and can't be disturbed. You'll have to wait
Give
here.
me some fresh water. Yeah. Okay, good.
As I stood there, watching the doctor try to save the chocobo's life, I knew this was no ordinary animal.
All right. Good. Good, that's it.
Not only because of the legend, I felt a connection, as if we'd fought together.
There, that's it. Easy.
But why? It made no sense.
All right.
Hang on.
It's all over. You can come see for yourself.
Light, what about the chocobo? Do you want to leave without seeing how it's doing?
If you're out of green,
If you haven't already, you must speak to young XIII. Visit any time.
Get all your wildland. Hey there. Can I help you with something today? Safe travels.
what a great car. I get it now.
Do you have any potions with you? There might be.
Dr. Ghazal has finished attending to the chocobo. Talk to him if you want to know the details. Dr. Ghazal.
As long as Cola's gone, they can't grow a new crop.
something. Oh, thanks a lot.
The vegetables they grow make perfect fodder for the chocobos.
You could knock me down with a feather. Who'd have thought a stranger would get one over on the doctor and capture the white chocobo first?
Get one over. You have a problem with it?
No, don't get me wrong. It's just that the doctor has been doing nothing but hunt that chocobo for over a century. 100 years.
And I came along and snatched his prize away. I made him look incompetent at best.
Yeah, but look, the chocobo's here. That's the important thing. And still alive thanks to you. Everyone in this village wants to see that chocobo get better, not just the doctor. I'm pretty much in charge of this village, so if you need any help at all, you just come and talk to me. Sound good?
Dr. Gazal has finished attending to the chocobo. Talk to him if you want to know the details.
Is he all right?
His wounds are cleaned and dressed, but he's still dying.
Can't you help?
Listen to me. He's half-starved. If he is to recover, he needs nutrients, vitamins, protein. But no matter what we do, we can't make him eat.
Is he that weak?
It's not a question of being weak. He's too proud. That's the problem. We've tried everything to coax him, but he simply won't accept any food from humans. And the fool beast just glares at us.
That pride will kill him.
Such a stubborn bird can be none other than the Angel of Valhalla. The only human the angel will bow to is the one he recognizes as master. Perhaps he will obey you. Try it. Offer him this.
Light. It might be the chocobo's only hope. Try giving him that vegetable.
Is this all right?
You are the chosen one. That much is clear. But tell me, what led you to that place where the chocobo lay injured?
It's like I was summoned there. When I first arrived in the Wildlands, I heard a girl's voice. The encounter is ordained. You have been led to the fountainhead whence the chaos flows.
Great Etro's helm. You too have heard the voice? Words spoken by a maiden, carried on the wind. That such things are happening now can only mean one thing. That the legends are coming true at last.
What legends? What do they have to say?
It is said that the white chocobo will choose a master, and then bear that chosen one to the gates of the temple of the goddess. Deep beneath, it is said, roils the great chaos.
The great chaos? What is that?
On that, alas, the legends are silent. If you truly wish to know the answer, then you must go to the temple yourself. And to do that, you must nurse the chocobo back to health.
Why me? Why do I need the chocobo?
Only the legendary chocobo can ascend those cliffs and carry you to the temple. But he must be in full health. He will only accept food from you. Everything is in your hands. Do not delay. The chocobo must eat, and soon. Gazal greens and milk. Start with those. As for other nutrients and sustenance he might need, ask around the village and see what people can spare.
Hope, what do you think about this great chaos that's supposedly buried beneath the temple?
I think it's more than a baseless legend. That temple came from Valhalla itself, an artifact of another realm. It's the temple that once sealed away a power so great that it could never be safely released. But the power did escape, and it unleashed the chaos. After that, it receded as quickly as it appeared. No one knows where it came from. No one knows the true source. All we know is the name.
Yeah. Unseen chaos. I touched it once, felt it in the core of my soul. It's not a power that belongs in this world.
It can destroy everything that God has been striving to build. We should learn more, and that means getting inside the temple of the goddess. If the stories are true, that chocobo can help.
Then I guess I'd better find this assistant of Dr. Gazal's.
Hey, don't step on the vegetables.
Sorry, I didn't mean to...
It's all right. No harm done. I was only warning you. I've just planted a whole crop of Gazal seedlings.
Right. Chocobo's favorite food.
Yep, and our bread and butter. My name is Sarala, by the way. This is our field. My father's and mine. We've always worked it together. Nice to meet you and everything. You should feed that white chocobo of yours with some Gazal greens. Normally we have a full crop, but with father away I have no fertilizer to grow more. That's the last one, but you can have it.
Common sense. An ailing chocobo needs Gazal greens and lots of them.
Oh, you should eat.
A bunch of fuss buckets, aren't they? The villagers, I mean.
Everyone's been very kind and helpful.
Well, you have to be out here in the wildlands. No one who tries going it alone survives very long. Just remember, if someone scratches your back, they'll expect some back scratching in return.
Hi. Come back again, sir.
Welcome, traveler.
Get all your...
Hello there. Thank you very much. Hello there. Thank you very much.
Hey, how's that bird doing? Of course, I speak of the white chocobo that you're caring for. Perhaps you would like to feed him some of this fortifying milk. The truth is, one of my regulars wanted it, but I just can't stand by seeing that poor creature suffer. You take it. Come again.
Hi there. Just letting you all know it's time for lunch, that's all.
future. Let the darkness embrace you. Let the darkness embrace you. You won't steal our future. Drink this.
It's a unique specimen, without a doubt. But it needs to eat what other chocobos eat. Even a legend can't live on air and admiration.
Did you try offering him food again? Is he still refusing you?
Yes, we've tried. But he kicks up a fuss loud enough to scare the sheep in Arius. It's you or nobody.
I guess I'm stuck with him. Easy now.
Woods. The thick, tangled foliage draws monsters who seek cover in the dark shadows. There's a village in the center of the woods, home to a band of hunters. For them, this is prime hunting ground. It's all... Strange finds grow.
Hey, excuse me. You look like you can handle a weapon. Do you want to do me a favor?
Well, that would depend.
It's no big deal, it's just... I need proof that I slayed some monster. Tall order for me, easy enough for you. I'd make it worth your while, of course. So, what do you say?
What do I get?
Chocobo feed. Special stuff. The best around. Delivered fresh from Arius Farms. Sounds good, right?
You're in luck. Chocobo feed is exactly what I need.
Hey, that's the spirit. Thanks! That's everything I asked for. Now I can hold my head up proud when I return to Yogg Village.
Are you gonna tell me what you need it for?
For my hunter's trial. See, I just joined the band, but I'm not officially one of the hunters. But I want to be, and fast. I've got to prove my worth by bringing back a piece of a monster. Proof of my prowess, they call it.
So, let me get this straight. You're gonna take what I collected as the proof? You just used me to cheat on the trial.
Cheating? Who said it was cheating? The rules say I can get the monster stuff by any means. That includes dealing. And there's nothing that says I can't enlist other people to help. Their trial is about who has the ability to survive, and wits are just as important as brawn. The only rule in the Wildlands is there are no rules.
Maybe that's enough to convince you, but if you're not cut out to be a hunter, you're just setting yourself up for trouble later.
I'm used to it. You know how many times I failed this test? 101. That's how many.
101?
I saw that look. You think I'm a loser, don't you?
No. I'm impressed, really. You did something few people can. To fail at something as often as you did, and still get back on your feet to try again, it's a rare quality. You have real perseverance, more than I have. Forget what I said earlier. I was wrong. You are strong enough. You've got the makings of a great hunter.
Now you're making me blush. I still can't shoot an arrow further than I can spit.
Maybe not, but you're going to be a hunter anyway. And yes, maybe it will take you 101 tries, but eventually you'll succeed and bring a monster down. waiting. We'll all be reborn. And never learn. Pray for the dead. Tears fall into the chaos. We'll all be reborn.